This episode of Techno Buffalo is brought to you by GoDaddy. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the episode of Rumor Roundup. I'm your host, John Rangers. The show where, quite obviously, we take all the tech rumors from the week and we serve them up to you on a silver platter of rumors so you have an idea of what could be coming, what might be coming, what has potential to possibly come sometime in the near future. Up this week, next generation Galaxy Gear might be ditching Android and going Tizen. The Galaxy S5 is going to be getting fingerprinty for a whole new reason. And speaking of fingerprinty, a MacBook Touch might be coming sooner than you think. So Rumor Roundup, let's start just rounding things up in our Pokeballs. Google has allegedly been cracking down on Samsung and its heavily modified version of Android. Can't even call it a skin anymore, it's a whole different version. And it looks like the next generation Galaxy Gear could be the first bit of leverage Samsung has to the market to fight back by using its very own Tizen OS on its next iteration of its smartwatch. Virtually no other details are provided though, although the rumor would suggest Samsung's ready to make a bigger Tizen push. The open source software has endured, let's just say, a rough-ish start, but Tizen has gained 15 new carrier partners around the world, including Sprint in the US, indicating a pretty big push could be coming relatively soon. So the story goes, according to a report from late January, the first Tizen smartphone isn't expected to be available until the second half of 2014. With Samsung's Unpacked 5 press conference set for next week, though, perhaps we'll get the first glimpse of what Samsung might have in store. Clearly, the Gear hasn't been setting the world on fire, so it does stand to reason that Samsung wants to bring the big guns out for its next iteration. It looks like Tizen might be packing some serious heat. So what do you guys think? I know you might like side-loading apps on your Galaxy Gear turning into a full-fledged naked Android, but those days might be long gone. You might look back at the first-generation Galaxy Gear wistfully and all of its hacking awesomeness and think, what is this operating system? Presumably, though, Tizen would have to talk to Android and back and forth, since it obviously would work with their Android smartphones, or perhaps some crazy Galaxy S5 powered by Tizen. All you Android fans are out of luck. That one's not going to happen. Not going to happen. It will be interesting to see what Samsung does. They sort of walk the line with two operating systems, whether it's Tizen or Android, even perhaps a Windows Phone, rumors of a new Windows Phone device coming from Samsung relatively soon. So who knows? Mobile World Congress, you'll see it's a theme throughout this episode, is coming very, very soon. So cue the Apple did it first comments. Sources speaking with Sam Mobile have confirmed the Galaxy S5 will sport a fingerprint sensor built right into the home button. Previous reports suggested that the sensor would actually be built right into the actual screen, which you could just push your finger anywhere on there, but sources say that's not going to be the case. Maybe we'll see that in the next generation. So the sensor is going to be included in the handset's home button. Supposedly it will work in a swiping manner, meaning you'd have to swipe your entire pad of your finger like this across the home button for it to register, similar to like you've seen on the iPhone 5S. So like the 5S, the upcoming flagship will allow users to register multiple fingerprints. And Sam Mobile was told that even they would assign different fingerprints to different tasks, such as an app shortcut, which actually sounds pretty awesome. Imagine using your thumb to launch, to unlock the screen, and your forefinger to launch another application. It'd be kind of cool to see. This implementation will also allow S5 users to take advantage of a new personal folder and private mode, which are designed with security in mind. So use your finger, open your own stuff. Someone else uses their finger. If you give access to them, they can see just a blank phone. So supposedly, to open and close your personal folder in private mode, you need to just swipe your registered finger over the home key after tapping on the home key, and Sam Mobile went on to explain. They've apparently have pictures of this and how it's been implemented, but conveniently, they don't want to share them. They don't want to spoil the excitement before Unpacked 2014, which again is coming very, very, very soon. Supposedly also, we'll see actual physical buttons instead of on-screen buttons in the Galaxy S5, so I'm kind of happy. Mobile World Congress is only a few weeks away, so we'll know for sure soon enough. It makes sense. Fingerprint scanners seem to be the en vogue thing, and Samsung likes to sort of be, at least if not on that cutting edge, near that cutting edge. Having it built into the screen would have been awesome, but certainly something cool has got to be for the next iteration. So it looks like Galaxy S5 will bring some extra security in the form of this guy. It's already a fingerprint magnet. Might as well put it to good use. Apple has so far been pretty reluctant to add any touch-based panel to its MacBook line or MacBook Pro, and instead relies on the super heavily multi-touch trackpad that supports gesture controls for different functions. But, and bear with me, what if you're able to interact with computers to execute different commands like launching an app, controlling your media, and really anything else you could do with your computer? What if the area where your keyboard rests is actually a blank space and you moved close enough to touch it, at which point a keyboard could just appear by magic? Apple recently applied for a patent that may make these options a reality. Now, we've seen these sort of dual screen things before. It's never been done very eloquently. First spotted by the sleuth over at Apple Insider, the patent titled "Housing as an I/O Device" describes using the entire area of a computer's body as an area that can accept touch input throughout the entire thing. So the one or more sensors can be configured to sense inputs, such as through touch or via a wall of the housing, Apple's patent says. The patent gets way more technical. I'm not going to bore you with all the minutiae details, but it could seem kind of cool. So imagine sort of a keyboard that can interact with the application that you're using. So imagine having iTunes open, all your music controls are right there. Imagine wanting to type and as your fingers get near, a keyboard shows up. So one of the problems, obviously, lose the tactile clickiness of actual buttons, but it could be really awesome for music creators, DJs, for example, video editing, perhaps pen input. All kinds of other things are really cool that could happen with this. Apple may never implement any of these options, though, although we see it's at least considering adding more controls to its laptop computers than are already available, which is kind of nice to see. So patents get filed all the time. I wouldn't hold your breath this is going to come to market, but a MacBook Touch, it does sound kind of cool. Maybe it could go along with the MacBook Air and a MacBook Pro, a new third line. We used to have, the MacBook, the MacBook Air, and the MacBook Pro, so Apple's done 3 lines before. Perhaps this might be the one that does some touchy screens, and maybe they'll even make it in black. I did love that old black MacBook. And I guess, what do you think? Would you use a MacBook Touch? Would you not use it? It seems kind of crazy to me, but a touch screen on my phone seemed crazy to me a couple years ago too, so things could change. Let me take a break from the rumors for just 1 second to thank our friends and sponsors at GoDaddy. They want to remind you that it's go time, and GoDaddy is here to help you kick butt online. Start your website today with a $2.95.com. Visit GoDaddy.com, enter promo code TECHNO295 to get your .com address for just, you guessed it, $2.95. Some limitations might apply, so see the website for details. Let's say you want to get johnintheshower.com. You can go ahead and just pick that on up. Or LucyFartsAllTheTime.com. You can pick that one up too. Ton of URLs available, $2.95 for the .com of your choice. Again, enter code TECHNO295. So what do you guys think? Galaxy Gear running ties in a fingerprint sensor on the Galaxy S5 and crazy touchscreens on a MacBook. These are some pretty fun rumors to discuss. I'll take your thoughts on it. Leave the comments right down here where Lucy's laying, although you can't see her right now. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please give the video a thumbs up if you wish. We always appreciate it. Until next time, I am John Rettinger. See you next video. What's up, everyone? Thank you for watching that video. If you want to see more of the latest and greatest tech news, you can subscribe to our main Techno Buffalo channel by clicking the button right down below in my pants region, or click on the buttons to your right to see more videos.